Do you guys think we'll get a Luna Snow crossover in this movie? I mean, it is made by Sony Animation. Do you see the connection? Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Punk Kyoshi or Alberto. Welcome back to the video. Today we're debuting the new chair. I hope you guys like it. Let me see if I can show it to you guys from the front view. And that's how she looks. Some of you guys may recognize the chair from a popular streamer that is out there. Today, we're talking about a new Sony and Netflix animated movie that is hitting the scene in just a couple days. If you're new to our channel, hi. My name is Punk Kyoshi and I like animation just as much as K-pop artists love demon hunting. That's a thing that happens in real life, right? Move aside, Tanjiro. We've got our real demon slayers here. For those of you that don't know what the hell I'm talking about, let me break it down for you. A couple of months ago, Netflix announced that they were making an animated movie about K-pop that was going to hit the scene in just a couple of months. They announced the voice cast, which consists of some pretty amazing Korean talent. And they also have some people that are just breaking into the scene, which is pretty nice to see. Then, just 3 weeks ago, we got an awesome trailer that came with that announcement. And I was going to make a video on it back then, but I just got caught up with other things. But what better time to make a video than just a couple days before its release, am I right? With its announcement being so close to its release date, I'd be willing to make a video reviewing it if that's something you guys would want to see. The trailer came out, and it honestly looked really good. The animation is top notch, and produced by the same people that worked on Spiderman Across the Spiderverse, making it the first ever crossover episode between Netflix and Sony. It also has Maggie Kang, who was the head of story for the Lego Ninjago movie. So it's pretty safe to say that everyone that worked on this movie know how to make a really damn good kids movie. This movie will also have a lot of original music made by a plethora of K-pop artists, which, to be honest, I don't know who they are, but I'll put them on screen here. On initial look, the trailer looks really good, and honestly I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it already. It'll be the first thing in the description for this video. But I really like the plot of this movie, the zany expressions they make when something outrageous happens, and the idea of them fighting an evil boy band. That's just so creative in my opinion. Kind of feels like Winnie the Pooh Vampire Hunter, but make it cutesy, and more importantly, animated. The official synopsis for the movie is, when they aren't selling out stadiums, K-pop superstars Brumi, Mira, and Zoe use their secret identities as badass demon hunters to protect their fans from an ever-present supernatural threat. Together, they must face their biggest enemy yet, an irresistible rival boy band of demons in disguise. I'm glad that Netflix is finally investing money in creating original content that a significant portion of young adults and children will truly appreciate. It's not even like K-pop is a niche thing either. I'd say about 1 out of 5 people that you meet on the street listen to K-pop in their spare time. Count me as one of them. Although I am an amateur, I'm still very new to it and learning, but I truly believe that K-pop is really good music. There's also a special backstage interview that Maggie Kang and Chris Applehans had that gave us a really good look at what they were trying to achieve with this movie, as well as what their inspiration was and just general information that builds hype for this movie. And this is also one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. Maggie Kang went on record and said, "I wanted to just make a movie that was set in Korean culture, so I delved into mythology and demonology for something that could be visually unique from what we've seen in mainstream media. And I've also always wanted to do a group of amazing kick-ass women." Just from the trailer alone, I think it's safe to say that you did exactly just that. The K-pop trio is named Hunter X, and they use their K-pop fame to elevate their demon hunting. Or they're just like Spider-Man, where they hide their identity. Honestly, I'm a little confused on what they're going for here. The people that worked on the animation and Sony Animation said that they really liked this project because it provided an opportunity to make some really cool visuals. I'm sure the juxtaposition from K-pop's glamour and demon hunting was a pretty fun mix to work with. When discussing the 3 main girls, they were characterized as being very different from one another. The leader, Rumi, is a hyper-professional, a perfectionist with a deep dark secret. She's a ticking time bomb. She's holding a secret while she's trying to be perfect. Mira is the tallest, lankiest, and girl with the longest hair. She's the designer and dancer of the group. She's a fun contrast from how graceful she is offstage to how aggressively direct she can be onstage. Zoe is the youngest of the group, the shortest of the bunch, but is the most bubbly, fun, excited, and highly functional one from the group. On stage, she gets more intense and has fire in her eyes. That's a pretty awesome and diverse group we're working with here. When discussing the inspiration for the film, She added that she got influence from music videos, K-dramas, concert lighting, and a touch from anime in order to fully encapsulate the vibe they were going for. They also worked really hard to create a unique look that they could call their own. Since they've worked with animators from Spiderverse movies, they were approached by them to create that same 2D, 3D style that those movies have. But they decided to steer away from it, and if they were to even try to recreate something as groundbreaking as that, they would unfortunately fall short. In order to combat this, they decided to make it almost entirely out of CG, and lean into the 2D aesthetics with 3-dimensional language for their movement to give it that bold graphic look. Just from the trailer alone, I can already tell the animation is stunning. So the team that worked on the animation, y'all did a really good job here in my opinion. They are also dealing with a wide range of emotions in this movie. There are some very somber, serious scenes, followed by insane, wacky, and hyper ridiculous scenes just a few moments after. They credit leading into the chibi art style, which for those of you that don't know what chibi is, for lack of a better term, they are super cute and exaggerated versions of what characters usually look like. There are a lot of chibi keychains and figurines that you can find almost everywhere nowadays. It's a very popular art style that you can find almost every character to have, even the ugly ones. Even though their art style is so stunning, and we talked about different methods that they use to make it so unique, they also said that they didn't feel obligated to make groundbreaking, genre-defining animation for this movie. They felt as if Sony Animation doesn't have one specific animation style that they should use for all of their movies. So they were able to just sit back, relax, and just learn about the animation process through this movie. And for that reason, they are able to create an animated movie that fit to their liking. And for the director, a movie that was unique enough to justify its prevalence in the media. Honestly, they have such a good mindset coming into this movie, and they should be getting all the praise that they deserve for creating something so unique. This movie also comes out the same day as Pixar's Elio. In some way, they are competing against each other. Obviously, Elio's gonna win, in terms of revenue, because it's getting a full theatrical release. But to me, that doesn't really matter. It's safe to say that I'm going to be watching both movies, and I'm really excited to see which one I prefer. I'll try my best to be as unbiased as possible, and maybe I'll talk about it during my Elio review. But to me, if I'm being honest with you guys, K-Pop Hunters looks more fun. Elio, please surprise me. To finish off this interview, they were discussing the importance of originals in modern day culture. Obviously, with networks nowadays, it's hard to create original content without a bunch of restrictions. But Chris went on record and said that both Sony and Netflix were very supportive during this process. There is also the pressure of representing an entire culture, which is honestly super valid. People have shared their concerns with her that this is such a jarring 180 from what they're used to with K-pop and just Korean culture. But she genuinely created a movie that she believes in, and everyone has a different relationship to their culture. So her creating a movie will not be the same as you creating a movie about Korean culture. And for her, this just means that it should open up movies, and people should just be creating movies expressing their culture. W statements, W directors, W companies. Honestly, this movie feels like such a love letter to Korean culture and just K-pop in general, and I just cannot express that enough. There's just genuine heart and love put into this movie. I'm just so happy that artists are able to express their love for a different culture or even their own in such a very unique way. There's no way that 20 years ago we would be able to make movies like Coco, Soul, or K-Pop Hunters. And it just goes to show how far we've come as a society. We're more inclusive now, and that's so nice to see. And as we go through this journey called life, it's only bound to change. Hopefully for the better. Hopefully I can sit here 20 years from now and say the same thing. Or maybe I can say that things have gotten a lot better. I know I'm going to be watching this movie on day one, so if you're with me, be sure to smash that like button. If I do my Elio review, would you want me to include a small section for the K-Pop Hunters? Or would you like me to do a full video on K-Pop Hunters or a Elio versus K-Pop Hunters video? I don't know, just let me know. But with that, I'm going to end up today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for upcoming content. It's about to be a very busy week for me and animation, so stick around. We have a lot to talk about. Let me know about everything that we talked about in this video. What do you think of K-Pop Hunters? Is it something that you're gonna watch? And what do you think of what the directors had to say about this movie? Let me know. As always, my name has been Alberto, or Punk Cake Yoshi. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.